You're listening to the Daily Nugget, dnugget.com. It is November 1st. It is Friday Free For All. We're all trying to recover from our sugar crashes after Halloween.
And I'm diabetic.
Now, as a diabetic, are you allowed to eat bananas? Or should I have not tried to give you bananas all night last night?
We definitely don't need to go down this road.
Oh no, I know they're high on the glycemic index.
They are. Actually, my doctor said I've effectively reversed my diabetes.
Yay!
Labeled that. So
I know that because one time I was talking about it on the air. I was talking about how you can make ice cream out of bananas.
Oh, it's so good too.
And I said, hey, it's a healthier version of ice cream. And then I had a lady call me. She goes, do you know that bananas are high on the glycemic index?
It's only a problem if you're diabetic.
You're right.
And only if you're a type 1 diabetic.
Paula. Yeah. I said, go back to your bog butter, Paula.
Why do people always have to be the naysayer about something that you're trying to contribute?
Because people need a reason to be angry.
Did I tell you the story about the library book? The story about the library book?
No.
Oh my gosh. This is the true sign of contrarian. Because, I'm a people pleaser.
You sure are.
But I get to the point now when people call me, I can go, okay. Because I told a story about how a guy found an old book in his house from his late wife's grandfather or something. It was 96 years overdue at the library. So he returned it. It was a sweet story. They kept it in like a little, it was a sweet story. I had a lady call me up. She goes, do you know that nobody charges late fees anymore? Because I had talked about how the late fee would have been like thousands of dollars.
Sure.
Yeah.
But clearly they didn't ask for it. He didn't pay for it. But that was kind of part of the story. I'm like, but I wanted to say, really? You don't think any library ever charges late fees?
And why are you telling me that?
Right. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah.
That's my new favorite question.
But
my new favorite question, just why are you telling me this? Why?
What a terrible time to be alive.
That would be a great question for pretty much anything we do on this podcast, Jen.
True. I'm thinking it.
Jen is the official referee, we decided, of the podcast.
That's the name of the episode. Why are you asking me this?
Sam is the producer, so he does the names of the episodes. And Janelle, what do you do?
I don't know.
He's
I'm
the
the eye
storyteller.
candy. That's all I can say. Eye candy.
Like I've said multiple times, when we hear Janelle say the words, I've got a story.
Yes.
Yeah.
For whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buckle up for animal murder.
We know that it's good. Yeah, there's going to be some sort of animal murder or some sort of cadaver switch.
I wonder, let's see if Janelle has a story like this.
Oh, no.
Friday Free For All. A couple watched their car become submerged in Lake Minnetonka in Minnesota after they accidentally left it in neutral.
Oh, no.
They were trying to launch their boat, but they forgot to put it in park. So the vehicle, trailer, and boat rolled down from where they left and began to sink into the lake.
All right, before we go any further, was the wife driving?
Oh, no. So there was an officer, thankfully, that helped the couple tow everything out of the water. And when they pulled it in, he found a sunfish flopping around the vehicle's floorboard.
Oh, he whiz.
And he said, so then he asked them for their fishing license.
Oh.
I get it. Here's the picture.
I don't know. Something about this story.
There's the submerged car. Do you think, did the car still run, do you think? I guess it was just submerged for a while. But there's
you
the
get water in your engine, you're in trouble.
Yeah, there's the fish in the car.
It's going to start stinking in there.
Well, it's going to smell like fish now. And lake, which is not great.
Lake.
And
so there's the fish.
Every Minnesota lake has a good
It's tiny. So tiny.
It looks bigger in the picture. Well, I guess it's top down.
It's also a sunfish, and they don't get huge.
Well, so. and the water distorts and magnifies things.
True.
Is that the car, though? Yeah, okay, so that's the car. So it's towed out there. I mean, it looks like it's Okay.
I don't know.
All right, Janelle, let's hear your story.
I don't have one of those stories.
I feel like you have some
but-
sort of vehicular story you could share.
Well, actually,
Knew it.
Yep.
Knew it.
Buckled. Get
it
buckled.
wasn't me. I was not driving, but my daughter, Lindsay, who has recently been on the podcast, was driving a Datsun 200 SX or something like that. One of those little small sports cars. And it
Mhm.
wasn't that it was, that fancy of a car to drive. It was just what we could afford at the time. Anyway, we bought it for her, and she was actually helping me at our former station in Ponca City. She came home and just plowed right through a road that was flooded, and she didn't know it. Pretty sure she hydroplaned, and I was thankful that she wasn't out in the middle of the pasture.
Mhm.
So she made it. So she saw the puddle, she gunned it, and just
And I don't think she realized how, because it was dark. I don't think she
Mhm.
realized how deep it was.
Mhm.
And she made it home, thankfully, but I don't think it worked right after that. It was just like,
Probably a fish in the engine.
She got home the rest of the way on momentum.
I guess so. But yeah, that's, they do that. You can check for cars that's been in floods
Mhm.
on Carfax. My husband does it all the time.